The schedule for today is gym completed, work not completed yet. Thankfully, I only have one task to do today. 3, I was gonna look for my earbuds that unfortunately got lost yesterday at the park while I was doing sports, but honestly, they're probably dead by now and maybe even damaged at this point because the park grass gets moist, especially in the morning. And they're waterproof, but I don't believe in that completely. Okay, moving on. Even if they were completely waterproof, I feel like it would be nearly impossible to find them on the ground because they're super tiny. They're like this tall and this thin. So I probably wouldn't be able to find them. And I was running all around the park, and that covers a wide area, like a big radius. So I don't think it'd be smart or a good use of my time to try and find them. I feel like I'm gonna spend more time looking for them than I need to spend on anything this morning or this afternoon, whenever I was gonna search for them. Probably afternoon because I have work. So I do it after work. And it's not worth it because I didn't spend that much money on them, because the main factor that played into my decision to get those specific earbuds, years ago by the way, I make my technology last a long time. My technology and my belongings in general. My family and friends know me as someone who's extremely diligent in taking care of my possessions because for me they're blessings. And first of all, it reduces waste. Second of all, it increases your gratitude and thoughtfulness. And number 3, it's just about respect. Like, why would you act like everything is replaceable, easily replaceable? Money doesn't grow on trees. And it's a privilege to have so many items that many people around the world don't have. I always find a way to make everything deep. You get it though. I just feel like I wanted to explain that because maybe it'll help someone out there who has trouble with taking care of items. I know some people personally that do. Like, they don't try to, but they just are very clumsy and reckless / careless with what they own, and they don't want to be that way. So if that's you, hopefully these tips can help you with reconfiguring your behavior surrounding your belongings. It's tough sometimes, but the extra time you put into taking care of your stuff is worth it, because then you find yourself not having to replace everything you own every couple of months. I still have shoes from like 7th grade and they look good. They don't have holes in them. They're in good condition. And I'm gonna keep using them until they literally fall apart. That's how I am. And that's how I feel like people should be using their items. Why would you get rid of it if you still like them and they're still good, right? Continuing with the schedule, I'm not gonna look for my earbuds. It's not worth it. They didn't cost that much. I could use an upgrade because they also sometimes got a little too loose in my ears. They'd fall out easily, and I like working out with them, so that won't do. And again, I'm not someone who gives up easily, okay? It's not like, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't have a lazy personality type either. Quite the contrary, actually. And no, quite the opposite. I think you don't use contrary in that sense. English. And I just honestly, and genuinely believe, I was about to say both words at the same time, even though I can't do that. I genuinely think that I won't find them. It's gonna be really hard. I was literally running all over the place, chasing after someone who threw a volleyball at my back, and it stung for the first second. They're not watching this. I'm pretty sure they're not watching this. And I had to get revenge. And I did. I didn't hit them though. I just lightly tapped them with the volleyball. I just tossed it a little bit. I did run a lot because I was chasing them and they're fast. They can run for a while, so I was doing that. And actually, this doesn't make any sense, not gonna lie. You know why? because when I was running, I didn't have my keys. And you know how my keys has my buds case attached to it with a carabiner? And the case is kind of flimsy. It opens easily. You don't need to put a lot of pressure or force into it to open it. Sometimes it just flips open, which is bad. And it's so hard to find a case for these buds. I tried. And I only found these on a whim on Amazon. I couldn't even find any on Soundcore's official website, which is a flaw. And it's like a clam, kind of. It doesn't have any type of snapping or locking mechanism, which is a problem. It's a flaw. So anyway, I didn't have it while I was running around chasing this dude. They were on the ground, and then when I came back, someone who I was at the park with, my friend, he had taken all of my stuff, which was just my keys, like my keychain and my sweater, to where I had arrived with the person I was chasing. And then I took them. I chased the dude that I was chasing earlier again. I didn't chase, I just like went around my car once, and I checked all around there too, and that's it. And then when I was looking at my keys right after that, I noticed that my earbuds case was open and there were no earbuds inside. So the only way they could have gotten lost, in my opinion, that makes sense, is that my friend, when he was carrying my stuff, he didn't realize that the case was open, or that he had flipped it open, and they fell out when he was coming toward my direction. That's the only explanation I can come up with. And we looked for it for a while. It was dark by this time, by the way, because it was like 6-ish, a little before. And since the sun sets so early now, it was pitch black, basically. You could literally see the stars in the sky, and the moon was starting to come out. So yeah, that's what happened. It's after work now. I'm here at the VEIP kiosk. Thankfully, there were signs posted everywhere on the way here to show me where it is. And I think this person that parked next to me is also waiting, because there's someone currently using the kiosk right now. I think they're having some issues with it or something. I don't know. They keep going to the kiosk. I think they're about to leave, so let me go and do that. Hopefully all goes well. I read the instructions online, but that was a couple days ago, so I'm hoping that screen gives me everything I need to know. The typing sound is so weird. Wait, is it?
Please remove card.
Spooky voice. I think it's connected there. Turn on the engine. Okay. Is that turning it on? I think it was a bug. Ew. I don't know what kind of bug it was. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see what happens. That was quick. It just ended. Turn off the engine. Disconnect the device. Do I just pull it off? Or what? I'm guessing I put it back in here. Close. Or actually, let's just continue. Yeah, okay, close the door for a minute. Now what? No, why would I want to use it again? No. January 2025. Wonderful. Give me the receipt. Infos. Oh. Yes, it did print. Okay. Now what? Fine, I'll wait. I'm so glad it passed. Okay, done. Actually, quick update before I go into the NBA, because my appointment is at 4:30 and it isn't even 4 yet. So I haven't gotten the check-in text that I usually get, and you can't enter and wait unless you register using that check-in text. So I'm waiting now. It's like 3:52ish, and I just got a notification from my Target app saying that my pickup order is ready, and the order is for some brand new earbuds. I finally made a decision because enough people have voted on my poll, and most people, I would say like 60 something percent, I don't remember the exact number, on my Instagram poll said that I should get Apple AirPods Pro for in-ear earbuds. And I decided against the over-ear, even though I was leaning that way toward the Bose over-ear headphones, because I want something that's more discreet. I don't want everyone knowing that I'm listening to music or listening to whatever I'm listening to out in public or even in an indoor space all the time. I'd rather cover it with cover my ears with my hair like this and have people not know what's going on, because I like it. I like being able to listen to my tunes in peace sometimes. And I don't mind people knowing that I'm listening to music, but for example, I feel like some people think it's rude if you have one earbud in and you're talking to them, even though you have the other ear free to hear them. So to avoid that, I just cover up whichever ear I have an earbud in. And the earbuds that I decided on aligns with the poll results and what people have been telling me in real life, because I asked someone in my lab and I noticed that they're almost always wearing earbuds. So I'm like, are you into earbuds? And they were like, kind of. And then I chatted with them and they told me that I should definitely get the AirPods Pro if I have the money. And I'm taking this as an investment, so I'm gonna make it last. I gave a whole rant about it earlier. Not rant, a whole speech. So I'm gonna go with that. Most people decided that, and I forgot who else I asked. I asked someone else. Oh, my cousin actually DM'd me on Instagram and they were like, don't get the over the ear AirPod Maxes, because I'm speaking as if I'm her. She said because they slip off over time. And also I was at the gym and I was doing squats and they fell off and I almost broke my back and the headphones. And I'm like, no, I can't do slippage. I can't do slippage of any kind. I don't like in-ear or over-the-ear slippage. It's so annoying. And I feel like every time that's happened, it's always hurt my ear or my experience wearing said device or equipment. So let me not. I was like, I care about my safety, and especially at the gym, I'm not trying to break anything. I don't do squats with the, what do you call them? Barbells? Are they barbells? I forgot. I always mix dumbbells and barbells and all other kinds of weight names at the gym. I don't do that, but I still move around a lot when I'm at the gym. So I'm like, let me not even risk that. And for the Bose, I already explained why. I just rather be more subtle whenever I'm using my ear device. So I decided to go for the in-ear, and then people I talked to, many of them said that the Apple AirPods Pro are the best pick, and especially if I have an iPhone, because they're more compatible and you can use a lot of the features that are available with the AirPods. There are plenty of features that are specific for iPhones with the AirPods that Bose doesn't have. So I decided to get that. I ordered it during work when I had free time, and that was like an hour ago. So I'm surprised that Target is already done fulfilling my order. All I have to do is pick it up, and they close at 10, so I have plenty of time before then to get my AirPods. This is the first time I'm ever gonna have AirPods ever. And my last pair that I just lost, they were the second pair of wireless earbuds I had. So I'm still kind of new to this earbuds world. I don't have a lot of, I said world, didn't I? World. I don't have a lot of experience with wireless earbuds other than the 2 pairs I've had. And they've been cheaper brands. The first brand was super cheap. I don't even remember what it was. The second brand, better. Soundcore. I like Soundcore's products. I have their speaker and I had their earbuds. Wait, Soundcore's by Anchor, right? I think. And I've used plenty of their charging tools, like their cable and the charger head too. They last for a long time and they're durable. So I like them. And this is the first time I'm gonna have AirPods. I hope it's worth it. I was just reading an article that popped up on my Google Chrome feed. I don't know if anyone else gets that. Probably everyone does. It's like as soon as you log in on the homepage, there is clippings from different articles. It says the title and it gives you a little picture of what the article's about. And I was like, how timely. It says, I've been reviewing Apple tech products for years, and it said something good about the AirPods. I don't remember the exact title, but one of the first sentences in the article said that the AirPods are finally worth buying. And I'm like, if you've been reviewing these Apple products for a while now and you're saying that, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. And I'm excited to try them out. I'm all about performance and features. I'm a sucker for that. If I can get a combo of both, even better. I think the only pros that the other ones had, the Bose ones, are probably, let me see. I'm not sure actually. I didn't see a comparison. I only read through a comparison of the over-the-ear headphones for the Apple AirPods Max and the Bose Quiet Comfort Q45, I think it's called. Quiet Comfort 45, something like that. Yeah, and it was basically a tie at the end of the day. It was more about personal preference, so I'm like, that didn't really help me much. But there was a slight edge toward Apple in my mind, and I don't remember why. Anyway, I didn't look up a review between the Bose what am I saying? Wow, I'm saying all these words so many times that I'm getting flustered. Also because it's getting hot in here. Ugh. I should lower the window a little bit. Or maybe it's time to check in now. I'm not sure. Anyway, I didn't look through a detailed review between the Apple AirPods Pro and the Bose counterpart. However, I looked at everyone who voted in my polls, and I trust these people with their opinions because they seem like they know what they're talking about. And I know all these people personally. Not super close with everyone, but there were some votes that I counted more than others. Some votes that I valued more than others because I know that they have more experience, more knowledge in this industry. So I'm taking theirs into account too, and everything points toward Apple. And the person I talked to in my lab about this, they said Apple just has so much more money and resources to pool into the production process behind AirPods. I'm like, you're right. It's true. He's like, there are some, I think Android, I don't even remember, some Android products that are similar, but they're not up to par with Apple AirPods. He was like, if you have the money, I would definitely get the AirPods. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's see how it goes later. Hopefully the pickup is smooth. Also, I drafted a list of everything I need to buy for my Friendsgiving. We're going to France actually for celebrating Friendsgiving. No, we're not. For Friendsgiving, I wrote down everything I need for the recipes, and then I made a separate list of everything I need compiled in total. So like I combined separate ingredients that were the same ingredient in each recipe. I just put them all together and the amounts so I know how much of each ingredient I should get. And also I wrote down some items that I think I might have at home but am not sure of. I might not have enough, or I might just not have it in general. So I'm gonna go through the cupboard today and see what I have. And then next week, probably, I don't know if I should buy it on Thursday, the day of the prep, or on Wednesday. Maybe Thursday, the day when I'm supposed to make everything before Friday, because I probably won't have enough space for everything that I'm buying because it's a lot. I'm making two pecan pies and a batch of vegan fried oyster mushrooms that are supposed to be similar to vegan fried chicken. So we'll see if that works out. I hope it does. I haven't tested anything. I haven't tested anything in general, like as in cooking, but I never do. I basically never do. I think I've only done it once or twice, and everything else I've just followed the recipe and it's come out pretty good. I get good reviews, and I'm not gonna jinx it this time. I'm just saying this is the historical context. This is a track record I have, and I think everything will go fantastic. Primero Dios. I'm gonna go in now because I just got the email notification saying that I can check in for my MBA appointment. I'm gonna get my license. It's gonna be looking amazing, and then we can go straight to Target. I don't think I'm gonna get anything for Friendsgiving today. Maybe just parchment paper, a cooling rack, a large sifter, and the 2 pie baking pans, because that won't go bad, and that won't be in my fridge at all. I could just put that somewhere else. That was super duper uber quick. That took like 5 minutes. The person I got was so nice, and they made sure that my new picture, which I didn't even know I was going to be able to take, came out decent, thankfully. And it did come out decent, except for these flyaways that I always get anyway. So I'd rather have my picture look accurate to what I look like on the daily than super duper pre-planned. I actually didn't know that. Oh, I have to flip this open. I forget sometimes. Usually I notice before I start driving, which is the case now, but there was one day that I actually didn't, and I couldn't just stop because I was on a road that didn't have a shoulder on it, so I couldn't pull over until later, and then I popped it open. I didn't know that what they give you is not an endorsement, actually. It's going to appear under the classification section of my new license. Instead of just having a C for car, I'm guessing, it's going to have CM for car and motorcycle. And also when she realized what I was there for, she was like, wow, you took the classes? And I was like, yes. And she was like, you go, girl. She was so sweet. Super nice. She was like, I don't let people take pictures and have them come out looking bad. And I was like, that's so nice. And then I was like, thank you for doing that. And she was like, you all play a large part in it too. You're taking the picture. And she was like, I could do this all day. I love taking the pictures. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so adorable. She's like kind of old and cute. What a cutie. I'm acting like my mom right now. She loves old people. She's like, every single old person on this earth is adorable. Not actually, though. She's not like that. Because she knows that there's some kind of bad old people out there. For the most part, though, they are cute. And they look like, they give me teddy bear vibes. Some old people. Not all of them. Okay, I put it into my glove box. And that's my interim document, by the way. She said I should be getting my actual hard copy license in the mail in about a week, and that her husband got his in 3 days. So I'm going to be on the lookout. I'm expecting 3 to 10 days. Hopefully they don't mess up with my license this time like they did last time when it never came, and then I had to pay for a duplicate when I didn't even receive the original. I'm not over that. I should protest right now outside the office. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I need to go to Target, pick up those Apple AirPods. I'm excited. I have been missing listening to music for the whole day. Extremely sad, and I need to get back to listening to my tunes, to my devoción matutina por la mañana. I still listened to it this morning. I just had it out in the open. The sound waves were moving through the air instead of into my ear, straight into my ear from the source. Let's go to Target. Also, for those wondering, because I always forget to say everything until after I end clips, the cost for this new license to add the motorcycle endorsement was $76, and you can pay with your card. I paid with my Discover card, and it was all good. Easy peasy. Now let's go. I opened my door and this is what I saw. My gosh, give me a heart attack, bruh. Got the order. And now I'm gonna go looking for these. I might get my AirPod case here. Maybe. I need to check the Target reviews online. The reviews weren't convincing enough, so I'm gonna move on to this. And I'm probably gonna get the case online somewhere. I got the rest of the tools, including the sifter. It's already dark. Alright, it's a while later. It's like 7:20ish right now. And we're gonna open them. I just hit myself in the face. I hit my glasses, actually. I'm gonna put y'all where my stuffed animals are because this is the only stand I have for now. I have my tripod under this bed, but why would I get it if I can just use this? It's much easier. The lighting should be in front of me, right? For better lighting. It's okay. Y'all can see well enough. Let's open it up. This is what the back looks like. You can pause to read if you're into reading. Here too, if you like to read. What else? It says AirPods Pro. This is the 2nd gen, as you can see right here. Does it focus? Okay, there we go. That's the other side that I haven't shown you yet. That's all. Now let's get to opening this because I can't wait to try them out and see how the quality is. Should this be ASMR? Should I do ASMR? What do you all think? Do you think I would be good at it? Do you think I would be terrible at it? That I should not pursue this ridiculous idea? What do you think? This won't be ASMR, obviously. It's too late for that. It's too late to apologize. Here we go. Also, I got these at a discount of like $60-something. It wasn't really a discount though, because I had leftover gift cards from the past, and then I had some Target Circle rewards, so combined together it was like $65 off. So in total, the price of these was like $177 and something cents. Around there. Much better than the original price of $235. And the original price at Target was already cheaper than what's listed on Apple's website. And I think on Apple's website it was like $249.99, so like $250 basically. We love to save. Let's see, I think there's something under here. Oh, I think they're the AirPod covers. I feel like I always say earpod instead of AirPod. It's a mixture of earbud and AirPod. Yep, it's right here, you see. I'm holding on to the little flapper. If I let go, these will pop out. Yep. The little tab was holding it together. Here they are. I wonder what size I am. I'm gonna try all of them out to see how big my ear holes are. What's the best fit, because I don't want these falling out of my ear. No. My old earbuds actually weren't the best fit for me. They were a bit loose. So I'd constantly have to try and readjust them, which was annoying. I would not recommend. Let's go for a better fit this time, an accurate fit. This is the lightning cable. I didn't need this though because I have, or actually wait. Yeah, it's good to have this, never mind. I do need it. I don't need it because I have one already, but I do need it because I feel like with chargers you should always have at least one backup. You never know. What if you're traveling, right? Or what if you're going somewhere really quick? Or just what if your original charger isn't working anymore? Then you have the backup to use. I like having one in my car. I like having one for the house. So it's good to have at least 2 of the same charger for any device you have, in my opinion, except for laptops. Laptops, I feel like you might as well just have one. They tend to be more heavy duty. But for phones and this, which should use the same one, right? So you should have 2 total. Wow, I tried putting this in here, but there's a plastic film covering it. Let's see. I like how sleek this is. It fits perfectly in my hand. It's oddly comforting. I like it. Oh. It's like a diaper type of situation going on. Okay, the wrapper is off. You can see the reflection on the case. This is the other side. This is this side. What is that? What are these 2 dots? I'm not sure. They look like indentations. Maybe it's for wireless charging capabilities. I have no idea. And I'm guessing this is an indicator for something. Dun dun dun! Battery, probably. Oh, did you hear that? It was like dun dun. I have to set this up on my phone, which I'm recording on right now. So I'm gonna have to end this clip soon. Here are the super expensive pieces of plastic, metal, and rubber. Or silicone, I don't know. A bunch of different components. This is what they look like. I feel like it's not focusing. Interesting. The bottom. And the other one looks exactly the same. Let me try this one on. Straight out of the box. Whoa. It sounds like I'm in a Pringles can. I think it has transparency mode on. It literally sounds like I'm in a Pringles can. That's funny. Let me try the other one. Oh, okay. So as soon as I put both of the earbuds in, both of the AirPods and earbuds, it's the same. This light turned from pulsating white to green, and now it's gone. Interesting. I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with the meaning of all the colors of light. And there's a manual here, so I will be reading up on this new contraption in my life. There's a lot to read on. Safety and handling, warranty summary. It's good to know. Okay, I'll do that. For the fit, I feel like it's good. Like, I'm trying to move around. Nothing's really happening. I think it would be fine. Like, pretend I'm eating. Do they slip out? No. They do not. Someone said something. Okay, someone sent me a message. It always happens when I'm vlogging. It's so weird. And then when I'm not vlogging, it's like people take a while to send me messages. Or the notifications don't pop up. Weird. Okay. You know, I can actually move my ears. Let me see. So that's another test that I'm conducting right now to see if the AirPods will fall out. Okay. They haven't fallen out. I think I'll keep these default AirPod. What do you call these? What do you call these? Caps? These AirPod caps on because they fit my ears well. If anything, they're a little like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit loose, but not enough for me to change them out. These are good. I'm excited to officially use these now after I end this clip. That's gonna end this vlog for today. I'm just gonna try and edit videos, export them, publish them, do my Sabbath school lesson, and probably talk to people, because I was on a Discord voice channel before filming this clip. And also I have to send people voice memos and reply to messages. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night. Tomorrow I don't have work, yes, because it's Veterans Day. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season because there will be many days off for holidays and vacation. And y'all will be seeing that. So don't worry. I'm going to be vlogging it all, hopefully, if I don't forget. And I need to get on top of smoothing out the process. Not smoothing. Smoothing? Smoothing? It's not smoothing. I need to get on top of expediting the process because I feel like I'm really good at getting clips throughout the day, even though they're not the best, given that I'd rather have an actual camera to record with, because sometimes it's like too bulky, too obvious to have my phone out in the open. And again, it's a touchy subject for some people, not for me, but for people in the public. So I try to be cognizant of that. What was I saying? Wow, I wish I could keep track of what I was thinking about. This happens a lot. I feel like I said this before. Anyway, yes, so I'm good at that. But what I'm not good at is editing and publishing on time. So hopefully this changes starting now. It's good to be ambitious. You can be grateful and ambitious at the same time. That's a post that I reposted on my Instagram story today. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time, whenever that is. And I'm pretty sure I just stole someone's YouTube closing. At this point, what YouTube closing is original? Whatever. Anyway. Thank you, and I'll see you whenever I see you next. Bye. Have a good night, day, or whatever is going on right now.